Welcome to our elementary math resources screencast. The goal of the math instructional frame is to balance our math instruction, so 1/3 of our instruction will be teaching conceptual lessons, 1/3 of our time spent on direct instruction and procedural lessons, and 1/3 of our time on problem solving. This purposefully looks like our literacy instructional frame because we are trying to be very specific about our goals for each section. You might see this in two different ways, as the Venn diagram or as the Vista V. All of the resources are housed on the Teacher Resources tab on the VUSD website, and once you get into that, you can click on your grade level folder to find your resources. Within each folder are all the documents we've created for you to teach math. When you open the trimester plans, the first page is an overview which includes ST Math and the homework and the standards for mathematical practice. On the second page of the trimester plans, it actually gets started with the units and specifically what's in each unit and you need to teach. Pay specific attention to the big ideas paragraph. Our UCI expert wrote that so you would be familiar with what your kids need to know and be able to do by the end of each unit. Our homework policy has changed. Hattie research shows that traditional homework in elementary school actually has a negative correlation for students. The district homework team is working on rewriting the board policy and having it approved. But in the meantime, our UCI expert has recommended that we give 5 fluency problems per night that is recurring, i.e. every Monday for the entire first trimester, these students will be practicing multiplication facts. Every Tuesday, they'll be practicing single-digit division, and so on. Our team recommends that homework is not punitive, and if you want to read about the rationale, it is linked to your trimester plans. We would like math instruction to be 75 minutes per day, divided into 2 sections, a 15-minute section and a 60-minute section. The 15-minute section includes 3 things. Number sprints, which are different from traditional time tests. These are used in Singapore, which is internationally known for its student success in math. Number talks and number talks with words. Our UCI expert is helping write these CGI style questions, and all the plans are laid out for you. Linked to your trimester plans is an explanation of the different lesson planning characteristics of each of the 3 types of math instruction. This section is critical for teachers to read to explain how a conceptual lesson will look considerably different from a direct instruction lesson. For example, a conceptual lesson using ST Math will have students using manipulatives and whiteboards to understand concepts. Teachers will be facilitators, putting students in strategic groups and asking questions to draw out answers from students. This will look very different than a direct instruction lesson where a teacher will be doing a more traditional I do, we do, you do lesson plan. As you go through the units, you will notice the balance of conceptual, direct instruction, and practice solving using the resources we have. A block of 2 to 3 days will consist of some direct instruction in the form of Pearson Realize lessons, some conceptual lessons using ST Math in test drive mode, and finally some flexible grouping or practice so the teacher has time for small groups and the kids have time to process. Also included in these units are assessments, usually in the form of Pearson Realize performance tasks to check and develop the student's problem solving. ST Math has agreed to write lessons for us for high-impact games. They know that if the teacher directs the conceptual learning, the students will be more successful. This area will be explored deeply with your resource teachers during your PD, but we wanted to inspire you to use the ST Math games differently. Open the games and ask kids questions. The first game should have a link to a lesson, and more lessons are coming from ST Math. So let's review. What is the math instructional frame? It is a balance of conceptual, direct instruction, and problem-solving lessons. Where do you find the resources? On the VUSD Teacher Resources tab. What is the scope and sequence document? It's a document that details what students should learn per grade level and includes each unit title. How many minutes of math instruction per day? 75. What is the 15-minute block for, and what are the 3 components? It's math sprints, number talks, and number talks with text. Our UCI consultant wants us to stay the course. Keep working with the documents. The more familiar we are with them, the better our students will learn their grade level standards. Good luck, and if you need any help, please reach out to your resource teacher or an AP for help. Have a great year.